I was asked this question by Long Paul. May I ask you this one thing? Do you really want world peace? Only if you will believe it will come true. We have spoken a million words, but after all the words we've heard, still no change will come until this we do. Gently close your eyes and see the sun inside the center of your body, shining clear and bright. If this dream is your desire, let meditation bring you higher. If you really want world peace, it will come true for me and you. Regardless of your race, what country you're from, what religion or your age, this peace is available for you. All you have to do is to look inside. Gently close your eyes and see the sun inside the center of your body, shining clear and bright. If this dream is your desire, let meditation bring you higher. If you really want world peace, it will come true for me and you. Kuntam Dai.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to tonight's full moon meditation session. I am B, and I am streaming from the Georgia Meditation Center. Before we get started, we always like to get the quote of the day, and I am prepared. I've got my reading glasses on, so if someone can give me a number from 1 to 85, and I'll read our quote for tonight to get us started. Okay, looks like I've got something that just popped up. let's see, what number do we have? Ah, thank you, 27. All right, that's a good number. Okay, let's see what we have for 27. Okay, so 27 is, okay, truth of life from within. All right, what we all yearn for is the unknowable knowledge, the knowledge from inside. We all want to know the real meaning and the truth about life that no academic can provide. You have to learn this by yourself, within yourself. Very profound. Thank you so much for giving me that number. And then with regards to today, in terms of the schedule that we've got for you, so we've got a wisdom talk followed by candlelight, meditation, loving kindness, and at the end, my favorite part is Q&A because we can all learn so much from one another. So definitely stay for that if you can. And for those who are streaming online, if you can let us know what city, state you're from, that's always really good for us to know. We like to know where our members are listening from. We generally have people from all around the world. So if you can just pop in your city, state for us to know, or even country. And then we do have different centers joining us as well from around the United States. So it's really cool to have everyone here together meditating under the same full moon. With regards to our teaching monk, we've got Venerable Daniel who'll be teaching us tonight. Venerable Daniel ordained in 2012, dedicating his life to his passion, which is sharing inner peace. So without further ado, Monk Daniel.
Okay. Hello, everyone. It's my pleasure to be back. It's like open my eyes, and it's already the next month already, almost the end of the year too, going into July. So happy new month for everyone, and happy full moon as well. So it's a good time to remind ourselves as we come together every month to check in on yourself. Are we like the full moon? You know, the full moon is shining. Why does the full moon shine, right? Because it has the right source of light from the sun. It reflects that light to the world, right? So for us, we can make the darkness in our life bright if we have the right source of light, like the sun. And for now, checking in on ourselves from all the different centers, we have to learn how to get that right source of light. So, okay, tonight I want to welcome any new people or any returning people. So whether it's from the Dhammakaya Center in California, hello, always one of the main centers, right? Anyone new from the Asusa Center? Could you raise your hand, please? Okay, we're still coming in, it's okay. Hello. Okay, with the Georgia Center, hello everyone, welcome. Anyone first time coming or returning? First time coming, anyone? Okay, we have a couple people. Nice to see you. Welcome. We have Silicon Valley. Hello, can you hear me okay? Anyone new? No? Okay, a couple. See someone in the back. Okay. Georgia, or no, sorry. Oregon. Hello, can you hear me okay? Hi. Good. We have the New York Center. Wow. Nice atmosphere in there. How are you guys doing? Good, no? We have Kansas. Okay, welcome everyone from Kansas. Seattle. How's everyone doing in Seattle? Can you hear me okay? Okay, they're getting in there. Oh, we have New Jersey outside. I guess the timing is right. Okay. Hello, New Jersey. Not too cold, right? It's still summer, right? Vancouver. Hello. I think mostly, okay, we have some hiding behind the chair. Okay. So welcome everyone from all the different centers as we're coming here. To anyone who is new or returning, welcome. I think it's a good time to remind yourself, how are we doing? Come and gather today on the full moon as a way to remind ourselves that at least once a month we can take care of our mind. But ideally, we should take care of it more than once a month. But starting from today is a good sign, okay? It's your first sign to improving ourselves. Or if during the month we forgot to take care of ourselves, it's okay. Now we can start right now. So I love this photo. I think it summarizes very well why we should come tonight, is that the body benefits from movement, the mind benefits from stillness. So these two things we need to meditate well is our body, right? We have to take care of our body to be comfortable, to be ready to meditate, to be healthy. Ideally, right? Sometimes we can't control our health, but ideally, we want our body to be healthy. And we can do that by exercise, by movement. And our mind, to benefit and to make it good and healthy and strong and clear and positive, we need to make it still every once in a while. Because most of our life, we don't make it still. We do the opposite. We make our mind moving and we don't really move our body. We do the opposite, you know? So today, I want us to come back to how can we still our mind more often? Imagine if you don't take a shower for a month and then you come and take care of your mind now, right? Yes, your body's a little bit dirty, so we had to take some time to shower. But lucky for our mind, if you can get to the stillness, get to the comfort, it can repair itself very quickly. So don't worry if you forgot to take care of your mind last month. It's okay. In order to get to that stillness, our meditation master said that stop is the key to success. Okay, so how can we get to that stopping and that stillness to benefit? All right. So we have 4 things, these 4 principles to help you stop. The first 2 is the most important before we go on the bottom. The first 2 is to be conscious and to be calm, or to have the Bali word is sati, and to have sabai is a Thai word, sabai. Okay, to be relaxed, to have 2 things. We heard about meditation having mindfulness, and sometimes we forget the last part is relaxation. It's like we're making a sandwich. We need both to make it better. Or you're flying a plane, you need both wings to get there, right? So to stop, we need to be mindful and relax, or be conscious and calm together. And to develop that, which we will do during the session as well as in the future, is consistency and check. So these 4 C's, hopefully you can remember easily, is to be conscious and comfortable, or conscious and calm, and consistency and check. So you can use these to get to that stopping. Okay. Since we have limited time, we'll just go with this first. Remember, to stop, you need to be mindful and relaxed, or to have conscious and calm. So most people, when they say we can stop the mind, we have a resistance to it, and we seem like, I can't stop yet. I haven't stopped in 20 years. How can I stop now? Right? It's okay. Don't worry about stopping right away, and try to stay in a relaxing way. Not force your mind to stay, but find one of the methods that I'll lead you in the meditation. What method you use that can help you to stay in the general area. Usually our mind wants to stay far away. You want to stay in the future and in the past many years, or in the future many years. So I want you to stay in the general vicinity, in the present moment together. Stay until your mind stops, right? And how we stay is to be those 2 C's, to be conscious and to be calm. So go back. Okay, how can I stay here? Just like anything in life, if you stay somewhere you feel comfortable, you want to stay there. You want to settle there. You want to be there. But if you feel uncomfortable, you feel like you're being forced, you're not going to enjoy what's happening, and you probably, the moment you have the chance to leave, you will leave, right? So your mind is the same. So how can I stay here comfortably? And I think Monk Jackie has talked about it, and we've talked about it often, is that when you stay, sometimes you're going to slip, right? When you stay, it's natural. You're not going to be able to stay the whole time. You're going to slip and lose your mindfulness and relaxation together. And that's okay. Everyone in the beginning is like you're a baby. You're crawling and you slip. You start to walk, you fall down, and you get up again and you slip. Even now, as an adult, you are a professional walker, right? I don't think anyone feel like they are amateur at walking. But as you walk, sometimes what happens? You slip, you stub your toe, you get into an accident, right? It's normal even in meditation. So if you slip, it's okay. Come back to staying again. stay and then slip, stay and then slip, and then eventually it's going to stay and then stop, stay and then stop. But it's not something we force, but we guide our mind to stay there gently until it's going to want to slow down, and naturally it's going to stop. So to stay, we need these 3 methods to be with the image, like a mental image. I'll lead you in the guided meditation. A mantra, right? We use Samma Arahang. Can you repeat after me? I don't know if I can hear you, but I will assume you're repeating after me. Samma Arahang. Samma Arahang. Samma Arahang. So Samma meaning, you can translate it many ways, but just one of the ways is to be righteous, and other Arahang meaning purity. Or you can translate it freedom and purity. So it's very patriotic, in America. We like freedom. We like to be pure. So I think everyone can use that. So along the way, like I said, we may slip. We may get into an accident. We may get into some obstacle, which is normal. Think of the obstacle as an opportunity. We're learning about our mind. Most of the time we're looking out. Now we're looking in. We're feeling all these different things. We're losing our balance. It's okay. So along the way, as you're sitting, maybe you need to adjust, and that's okay. Don't be scared. People can get hesitant in adjusting because they think, my journey is over. The moment I open my eyes or the moment I move my leg, move my back, I'm off. But think of it as walking. Sometimes you need to adjust the direction you're walking. Sometimes there's something in the path, you have to walk around it or walk over it. Sometimes there's something in your shoe that makes you feel uncomfortable and you have to take it out. Otherwise, it's going to make your journey not pleasant. So remember these 3 R's, right? We had 4 C's: conscious, calm, consistency, check. And now we have 3 R's. Readjust, relax, repeat. Okay, so don't worry if you don't remember everything. I'll lead you in the meditation. But if you lose the way, just readjust again. It's very powerful to readjust. If you forget you're off balance, you don't feel mindful and relaxed, you don't feel conscious and calm again, it's okay. Come back to staying. What can I use to stay? Take it easy, do it simply and gently, and it's going to bring you back to the meditation experience, back on the path. The moment you get back on the path, our meditation is improving. So it's the middle way. We get back on the path where it's not too loose, not too tight, we're in balance. And every moment on the path is improving your meditation. It's leading you to that stillness. So don't think of it as every moment matters, okay? So why I want you to readjust, because this photo probably describes it pretty clearly, right? If you find the balance is off quickly, we can repair it and it can go smooth again. But if we take our time and are hesitant in checking or fixing, what's going to happen is the problem is going to get bigger. The problem is going to get bigger, and it's going to get way harder to it's going to get way harder to change or adjust. If it gets into entanglement, or if you wait until the end here where it's all red, it's going to take a little bit harder. It's going to take a little bit longer to adjust and fix the problem. So I want you to get in the habit of, when I feel that my conscious and calm or my mindful and relaxed, one of those things is off balance, we have to adjust to have both. I feel mindful and I feel relaxed. Okay. Okay. So lastly, one moment. So as we sit, I want you to focus on adjusting when we feel the balance is off. And then if it feels, you may have the question that, how do I know the balance is off, right? I don't feel mindful, I don't feel relaxed together. And that's the thing that we can check with our consistency. Okay, the balance is off. So what should I do now? ask yourself, what am I missing, right? If I'm missing the mindfulness, it means you're gonna feel your mind's wandering, you're gonna feel a little drowsy or sleepy. So we have to add, we have to go back to add one of these methods, whether it's the image, the mantra, to help us add more mindfulness, right? If we feel that we are good, our mind's calm, our mind's relaxed already, and our mind's pretty empty, we can just be still and we don't have to do anything. Just enjoy the feeling. We're in balance. Or maybe the mindfulness is increasing, and the relaxation is disappearing. That means one of the two methods that we're using, or the method that we're using, is to maybe using too much effort to the point where our mind isn't staying comfortably, it's staying like with force. We're forcing it too much. So we have to release and use the third method is be still, don't do anything. Let your mind relax for a second. And then when you feel the relaxation come back, we can try again with a different method. So for now, I know it's a lot in a short time. So if you can't remember anything, stay until your mind stops. How to stay, be mindful and comfortable. All right, stay in the present together with me, and it's okay. We'll help each other in the guided meditation, and also if you have any more questions, we can continue after the session, after the meditation, okay? So thank you, everyone. And now I want to invite everyone to take some time to light the candle on the outside. And we can use that as a meditation object in just a moment when we want to visualize. If you can't visualize the full moon, we can try to visualize the candle that you just lit and use that as a way to keep you mindful. So maybe try to remember it, but don't worry, it doesn't have to be super clear or anything like that. But just remember it gently and the best you can, and we'll come back to that later. So before we do that, let's light the candle on the outside, and then we can continue with the meditation together. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now that we have taken the time to light the candle on the outside, let's take the time to relight the candle on the inside together, so we can be like the full moon, finding the right source of light, the right source of brightness, our inner sun. We can do that easily. There's no need to rush. Take your time by adjusting our body first. Sitting in a comfortable position that you can maintain, that you feel satisfied with. Whether you're sitting on the floor or in a chair. Take your time to adjust, to get comfortable the best you can. As you close your eyes softly, gently, and naturally, as if you're going to sleep, because we should remind ourselves that our meditation is simply a time for us to rest in a special way. Rest with mindfulness and relaxation together. But again, take your time, take it easy. Because every moment that we relax, our body and our mind, it means our meditation has already begun. So take your time to check our body first. Relaxing, releasing all our muscles, starting from our face, relaxing our eyebrows, relaxing our eyes, making sure we don't squeeze them, but close them just like we're going to sleep. Relaxing down to our shoulders, allowing them to drop, to relax, to release. Relaxing down our arms and placing our hands on our lap comfortably. If we place our hands close to our body, it will help to keep our back straight, relaxingly, close to our torso. Or I can relax down our back, releasing down to our legs and down to our feet. Once our body is starting to feel relaxed, to help make sure that every part of our body, every muscle, is free from any hidden tension or tightness, we can breathe in deeply and exhale slowly a few times. And take a moment to just be with our breath. Stay with our breath. Let go of everything on the outside, all our responsibilities, or any connections that we may have. Let's put everything aside and reconnect with ourselves, recharge ourselves, rejuvenate ourselves, and just be with our breath, following it as we breathe in deeply and exhale slowly. taking the time to feel how relaxing our breath is. Filling us with relaxation, soothing, calming, cooling, helping to massage, helping to ease any tightness, allowing our body to become lighter. And take a moment to appreciate this breath that we still have. Appreciate that this breath is still giving us life, giving us a chance to improve ourselves, to continue, to overcome. And especially now, this relaxing breath will help us to relax, to let go, and connect to a new source of positivity inside of us that actually isn't new. It's always been inside. So we can smile to ourselves softly and gently. And as we feel more relaxed physically, we can help our mind come back to stay here by using a method that feels easy, that helps us to stay mindful and relaxed, conscious and calm. For some of us, maybe that method is to simply use the mantra, repeating in our mind consistently as long as we need. Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. Allow that sound to resonate, to repeat, as if that sound is coming from inside us, from a special place. That special place is inside of all of us, in the center of our body, near our stomach. But for now, we can get there by keeping our mind mindful and relaxed. For some of us, maybe our mind is distracted visually, so we can use an image that makes us feel peaceful instead. We can imagine the full moon. We can imagine the candle that we just lit. Stay with that image, or any other image that we are familiar with, that we can stay with, that can make our mind more positive, more calm, while not worrying about the clarity. Just stay with that image, however you like, wherever you like, as a starting point. If it disappears, or we forget to stay with it, it's okay. Just bring it up again, softly, gently, just like a candle. If it goes out, we just simply light it again But the key with visualization is not about the clarity, but try to feel the image. If we imagine the candle, try to feel the warmth, feel the brightness. If we imagine the full moon, we can imagine the full moon to be cool, like an ice cube. Stay with that feeling of coolness. Stay with that feeling of warmth. Whatever is easy. We can imagine like we have swallowed that full moon or our candle, making us feel cool, making us feel warm in our stomach. Or for now, we can use any method that we feel is easy. We can even use both. It all depends on how we feel. We have to listen to our mind, listen to our body. What's helping it to stay comfortable? What's helping it to stay relaxed? So that our mind will settle and stop on its own. All we need to do now is find the balance where it's not too loose, not too tight, but find that feeling that feels right. In the beginning, maybe it just feels neutral, and that's okay. Stay with that neutral feeling. Stay until that neutral feeling sprouts, begins to grow, making us feel like we can sit. And as we sit with that feeling of I can sit, we can sit, that feeling will grow and expand and change, evolve into the feeling of I want to sit, I want to continue. If we get that feeling, it means that we stayed mindfully and relaxed in the right amount. And the meditation experience is already happening, making us feel bright, making us feel more happy. A special and new kind of happiness that can only come from inside. So now all we need to do is continue to stay softly, gently, contently. Stay with the mantra, stay with the visualization, stay with what feels easy. What feels easy is different for all of us and may change as time goes by, as our body and our mind gets more relaxed. So follow the comfort, follow what feels relaxing that we enjoy to stay with, helping our mind to settle gradually, softly, gently, relaxingly. Our mind will begin to slow down on its own. until eventually we feel like we want to stop, we want to be still, we want to let go. We will feel for ourselves that we no longer need any method. We can just stay and be still, do nothing, relax, release, and enjoy the stillness. But remember, the body benefits from movement, but the mind benefits from stillness. So right now, as we sit, every moment that we can stay calm, we can stay relaxed, is already helping our mind, slowing down, settling, and eventually stopping. So every moment matters. Take it easy, be soft, be gentle with yourself. Follow your feeling. Stay mindful and relax. Samma arahang. Samma arahang. Samma arahang. Stay with the mantra. Stay with the visualization. Or stay with both. Follow what feels easy. Follow what helps us. Stay until our mind stops. Before we know it, the clouds in our mind will settle, fade away, disappear, and we'll see our full moon, feel our full moon of happiness, of positivity, shining inside. But for now, stay with the method that we enjoy, that feels easy. Stay until we don't need anything. Our mind will stop and become still when the time is right. So let's stay in a peaceful silence together, collecting these beautiful moments. If we lose our balance, it's okay. It's natural to slip. Just go back to stay with what feels easy in that moment. Readjust, relax, and repeat. It will get easier. It will become smoother. The sooner we adjust. So let's stay together in a peaceful silence until the right time. Now that we have taken the time to calm, to settle our mind, every moment of relaxation of body and mind is helping our mind to be more positive, more bright, more full. Full with the right source of light that comes from within. Full with that feeling of release, of relaxation, full like the full moon that gets its light from the sun. Now we need to be like the full moon, shining our positivity out onto the darkness of this world. But no matter how dark the world may be, even the smallest star can shine bright. So take a moment to spread our positive intention. But before we spread far away, we can start from ourselves. It's not to be selfish, but self-care, self-love just means me too, not me first. So give some positivity to yourself, wishing for our body and our mind to be happy, to be relaxed, to be able to cultivate this new skill of meditation more deeply, more profoundly, and more easily. Wishing for ourselves to have success, to be healthy of both body and mind. And spreading this positive intention, this positive energy that we feel to our family, our loved ones, if they have passed on, it's okay. We can share the positive energy, no matter where they may be. If they're still here, we can make the same wish for them. We can spread this wish to the people sitting around us in the room, or to anyone listening in the room online. Because no matter the differences, the distance, the moment we close our eyes, all that disappears. It's as if we're all in the same room, on the same path. So wish for everyone. Share this positive energy. You may notice the more we think in a positive way and share this positivity, our mind will become brighter, become like a candle that doesn't go out as we spread to the next one, to the next one. spread this feeling to as far and as wide as you can, to our country, to the world. Being like the full moon, being like the sun, helping to illuminate this world, giving warmth, giving inspiration, giving life. And once we made this positive intention and wish, we can come back to ourselves, come back to where we want to stay. Stay with the method that we enjoy, or stay with the stillness, with the calmness, with this positive feeling. And feel the positivity from within you and from around you. Enjoying this feeling together. Sabhe Buddha Palapata Vache Kanang Jayang Palang Arahanta Nate Sherakang Pantami Sapaso Sapaputta Nupavena Sapathamma Nupavena Sapasangha Nupavena Sata Soti Bhavantu Te. By the positivity generated in this meditation, may that positivity bless us in every way. And when we are ready, we may slowly and gently open our eyes.
Thank you, Monk Daniel. So before moving on to our Q&A part of tonight's session, a couple of announcements. So please mark your calendar and join us. We do this every month since it's been going on maybe 5 years now. 2021 was when we started doing these, or maybe 2020. I don't remember, but it's been a couple of years at this point, 4 to 5 years. Every month we come together to meditate under the same moon. And it's just so amazing to see so many people coming at the centers and online, and that our community is growing, and it's so special to be a part of this. And thank you for your support and for coming consistently to these monthly sessions. Our next one will be Wednesday, July 29th. So please mark that on your calendar. You can join online, on site at the nearest location near you, or wherever you are, but definitely feel free to invite family and friends to join. The more people meditating together, the more powerful it is. I can definitely feel it when we come together. So it is amazing to be a part of this community and watching it grow. And we can only do it with your support. So definitely please share it with friends and family so we can continue to grow our community. With that, we do have a feedback QR code that will will be popping up shortly. We continue to improve, so please do share any feedback that you have, how we can be better, what topics you might want to learn. That's a QR code right there. If you are online, as soon as you log off, it'll pop up for you to fill out. And definitely one of the things our teachers like to learn about is your meditation experience. So please do share your experience meditating together under the full moon. It is red and it's something that they like to read about. So please do share your experience. On another note, a way to continue to meditate with us and to be reminded of any upcoming full moon meditation sessions is through our app, MindGem. That's MindGem. You can download it on your phone, Android, iPhone. We are building additional features that will be coming out soon, but for right now, we do have over 200 tracks, which is amazing, of all of our teachers around the world, from Thailand to the Netherlands to different parts of the country and the world. You can find our teachers on the app. And then on top of that, we do have a website as well, mindgem.org. And this is where you can go to find the nearest meditation location near you. We do have over 20 centers around the United States and over 200, if I'm not mistaken, around the world. So you can definitely join at a local center, and you can find out if you've got one near you through our website. On top of that, we also have additional offerings, other online sessions going on throughout the week. So there is always an opportunity to meditate with us, be it online with our teachers or on the app or at the local center. Meditation is something that you definitely want to do every day if you can. Try to build that habit and that practice for yourself. And we've got plenty of resources and tools for you. So with that, let's get on to our next session, which is Q&A. Oh yes, and another important thing on the website, MindGem, you can also go to the bottom and they'll link you to our Dhammakaya temple in Thailand. If you happen to be visiting Thailand, this is a great thing to do while you're there, is to visit our foundation, which is huge and amazing and definitely a sight to see. So that's the information on how to register to get a tour. All right, so without further ado, Monk Daniel with our Q&A. And then we already have a question. Actually, this is one of my favorite topics, Lumpy. I don't know if it's a question or a comment, but it's someone from the Georgia Meditation Center. It says, the Buddha says that virtuous friends are 100% of the path, which is interesting because I just talked about this not that long ago. What do you think the Buddha would think of hermits or lone practitioners practicing the path?
Okay. Great question.
First question.
Yes, it's correct. The Buddha would say that having virtuous friends is very important in the sense of helping us to get to our destination safely. You know, like you want to climb Mount Everest, if you have a guide, it's a lot easier than doing it by yourself, right? But when you practice by yourself, like you said, a lone practitioner or a hermit, it takes someone who they have a different goal, and the Buddha respects that, because even in Buddhism there's Buddhas who teach and Buddhas that don't teach. So there's not just one Buddha, but we'll talk about that later. But in general, if you want to travel by yourself, you need to be very it's not easy. So it's not like frowned upon, but it's a different kind of mission. It's like, I want to save myself and then I'm okay. But if we want to save our loved ones, we want to help other people, we want to spread this knowledge of meditation, it's important to have virtuous friends so we can go together. It's like if we're on a boat, we have to be on the same boat and help us. Each of us will help to like row the boat. And we have to have the same, like, why it has to be virtuous friends? Because it's like we all navigate in the same way. So it's not like one person's rowing forward and the other three are rowing the back in a different direction, and then the boat's just spinning everywhere. So it's important to have virtuous friends with the same idea, same mindset, so that we can all go in the same direction. But in the other thing, it's like, okay, they are also on a boat, but maybe they're by themselves. So the Buddha doesn't really frown upon it, but it's just a different goal. And if you want to do like that, it's just you would have to be very diligent in your own practice, because you have to take care of yourself. There's no one to help you row when you get tired. There's no one to help you navigate when you fall asleep, right? You have to just trust in yourself, which can be not easy. So hopefully that gets the idea.
Monk Daniel, would you say it's kind of like, I don't know if this is correct, so maybe you can share your knowledge and wisdom with this, but if you're not really an expert yet, so I feel like almost kind of going on your own and practicing on your own takes a certain level of commitment already. So many of us aren't even close to getting there yet. So you
Mhm.
almost need a team and a community and just people to help inspire you so that maybe one day you might get to that point. But
Yeah.
it's not very easy to get to that point because you can't go from A to Z. You've got like all that in between before you can get to that level where you can really rely on yourself. That's
Yeah,
kind of like my idea of it. Is that correct?
exactly. I mean, for general people, would say 99% of the population, I would recommend to have virtuous friends, to go as a team, because you can ask yourself, like, how often do you meditate? How often do you take care of yourself, like, with this new way? And you can see that, okay, it's not that often. So if you have someone to remind you, have someone to guide you, it's going to be a lot easier to, and you can go a lot further, right? You go as a team, you may go slower. There may be some obstacles, as a community, there's always, no matter how good the community, there can be conflict, but it's not as strong as us with other communities. So it's just a natural thing that there'll be some conflict that comes with community, but the overall positivity that comes from it outweighs that, and you can go further. Like birds of the same feather, right? Same flock. You can travel together. You can go further as a team rather than by yourself. And I think just specifically in this question with like hermits or long procession, I don't think he would say it's like bad necessarily, but I don't think he would recommend, if you have the knowledge now, you have the wisdom, I would say go as a community would be better and more beneficial for us.
But yeah, Longpi, also the Buddha did say to Ananda, which I was really surprised because when I heard that the very first time, and Ananda asked, that is the journey 50% the people that you surround yourself, and the other 50% is you. I heard that and I said, actually, it's 100% you. So
Mhm.
I was so surprised when the Buddha was like, no, it's 100% your friends. And that made me definitely like I learned something for sure. And I could see why it's really important. And if the Buddha said that to Ananda, then I think that he's giving us guidance in terms of how important it is to surround yourself with the right people.
Yeah, I think the majority of people we like to think that we're strong and independent, but eventually, if we surround ourselves with the wrong environment, the wrong people, you'll find out how strong you really are.
Thank you, Monk Daniel. All right, so we've got other questions in the queue. So the next question, Venerable Daniel, is from Eric, and his question is: practicing meditation once a month with this large community, with this large group at full moon is great, but we all know that meditating at least once a week would be a lot better. Is there a weekly Zoom session, maybe Saturday afternoon, that all of us can meet to have a meditation session together? That would be wonderful for all of us.
I don't know if that's more of a question, but a suggestion. But
Yeah.
I would say yes, it would be good. We'll have to let the staff know or the team know if we can do that more.
Yeah. But Monk Daniel, they already have a lot of online sessions. I don't know what the schedule is, but it is all under the Mind Gem website under resources. I think there's something every day. It
Yeah,
might
and
be
the
smaller,
nice
but there's
thing
something every day.
with with technology nowadays, it's recorded, right? So even though it's not a live session, you can still go back to the guided meditation or something like that and rewatch it as many times as you need.
Great.
So But yeah, ideally, of course, meditation, the benefit you're going to get from it is the more consistent you are with the right method, it's going to get more benefit. So
Thank you for that question. All right, the next question is from Oregon. The question is how to meditate with a hard time, like someone that you love recently passed away.
So, of course, when we have something that is hard to let go, it's not going to be easy when we sit in the beginning. But there's a way to go around. First of all, when we have, most people right now, we use meditation when we have a problem, right? Which isn't wrong. But I want us to change it right now before we go into how to deal with it. That for those of us who don't have to deal with anything like that yet, we need to make our mind strong so that when we do have to deal with it, we can, overcome it easily because we have our technique down. We have our technique down. So it's like the problem doesn't get lighter, but you get stronger. It's like you think about if you're exercising, you have a weight, maybe it's like 5 pounds. When you first exercise, or 10 pounds, it's heavy for someone who never worked out before. Maybe you can't do a curl with it or something like that. But as you do a lighter weight and do it often, eventually you get stronger. And that weight that was 5 pounds, 10 pounds, it didn't increase in weight, but you got stronger physically. So you can pick up that, what you used to think was a heavy weight. So it's not like the weight changed, but you got stronger. So the same thing apply with meditation. We have to start from short sessions before we can go to the long one and let go easier and easier. And when we get a big obstacle or a big thing that we can't let go of, it seems like something really big that we can't let go of because our mind isn't strong enough to let go yet. So we have to sit often and short first before you try to stay still. Like, I was talking about staying still in the beginning. Of course, it's going to be hard to stay still because your mind's going to be bouncing back and forth with, I miss this person, I love this person, so it makes me feel sad. So you have to use one of those two methods to help you stay in the present rather than stay with that sadness or stay with in the past with that sadness that I wish they were here, or, I miss them. So that when your mind's like that, we're in the past, right? So we have to bring our mind to the future, to the present with the method that we like. So it's not going to be easy, of course, in the beginning. It's going to be a tug of war between being sad and then, okay, come back. So we need to use the mantra and the visualization almost immediately before you close your eyes. Be with that to help you gradually let go. But of course, letting go isn't instant. It's going to be something you gradually do. You can't just forget, especially if someone you love and care about a lot, you don't just let go right away. But you have to gradually let go and use the methods to help you let go. And remind yourself, like, I'm sitting, sometimes you have to have a little prep talk to yourself when you sit, guided meditation to yourself. Oh, I'm sitting and, let me take some time to let go. But it's not that letting go is not forgetting them, but it's just letting go of the sadness. You can still keep the good memories. You can still keep the positivity from them, but let's let go of the sadness and connect to some peacefulness, which will be a little battle in the beginning, I know, but it will get better as you can use the mantra, use the visualization, use those methods to help pull your mind from the sadness and you stay with at least a neutral feeling. And it'll be short, but as you do it short reps, eventually your mind's going to get more strong and you can your mind will be stronger than the sadness and you'll be able to stay easier and easier.
Thank you, Monk Daniel. All right, the next question is from So, and the question is, if our meditation experience is still up and down, even though I practice often, is there something you can suggest to help make progress, true progress?
I would say you're making progress in the sense that you're practicing consistently. That's a good thing. And if you can see as you sit, there's obstacles. That's also good. And not necessarily you have a new experience or you go deeper, but at least you're spending time to look and see. That's progress in itself. Most people don't look at themselves or say, oh, how's my meditation today? How's my mind today? So that's a step in the right direction. You have the first part down, is consistency in practice. But when we sit, there's consistency is two parts. In the general part of, can I practice consistently? And the other part is when you sit, how is the quality consistency? Meaning that how long can we stay in balance, right? How long can we stay mindful and relaxed consistently? Because when you have an obstacle in your meditation, the consistency is off. The recipe is off. It means you either have too much mindfulness or too much relaxation. One of the two is not consistently together, which is causing us not to progress, or we have an obstacle come in. So we have to, if we want to do that, is that, yes, we're sitting consistently, that in the method, are we maintaining the right balance consistently? And the only way to overcome that or make that consistency longer is adjusting when it's off. As we talked in the beginning about readjust, relax, and repeat. That's the thing that's going to build consistency of being mindful and relaxed together. Is that you are consistent in adjusting, so that the consistency that you're off balance will start to get less and less. And the consistency that you're in balance will become more, because you're not allowing your mind to stay off balance too long. If you allow your mind to stay off balance too long, it's like you're gathering the wrong consistency, is the consistency of being sleepy, of being wandering, of being tense. So we want to it's like you were training our mind to come back to, I like this consistency where I feel mindful and relaxed. I feel neutral. I feel like I can sit. I want to maintain this consistency. And the only way we can maintain that is training our mind that when I'm out of this feeling, come back. When I'm out of this feeling, come back. So you have to readjust when you feel that balance is off.
That was a good question. Thank you, Monk Daniel. All right, the next question is from Georgia. The question is, what point would a significant other be a good thing or a bad thing for the path? As a layperson that takes their practice seriously, would seeking a partner be advisable? How are you going to answer that one? Because it can be either way, right? I feel like you're going to want to say, no, don't have a significant other. But
No,
a lot of
no,
people are
no,
going to
no.
be like, he's crazy.
If you have a significant other, we have to try to pick someone who has the same view and the same ethics as us, the best we can. Because the most important thing is you have the same vision, the same outlook. This is important. So if you have to look at, like, there's a lot of people in our life. Some people you meet and they leave you in pieces, or some people you meet and they bring you to peace. So you have to check that.
Play on words, P.
Yeah, so
That's true,
you have to
though.
check that. And even in some relationship, yeah, they bring you to peace, they bring you to happiness, and then as time goes by, you also get into argument and you break up, or
and then they leave you to pieces
but
after.
Can you what outweighs that more? And are they bringing you to peace more often or not? So it can definitely be something we have to think about. But yeah, it's not easy, but there's people out there that have it. And it's not like the Buddha didn't say like you can't have one, but it's not. It depends on how deep we want to go. And in some situations, both can actually walk the path together. But eventually, it depends. It really.
So choose wisely.
Yeah,
right,
choose
Monkey?
wisely and see what happens. Something you have to maybe experience for yourself.
Right. And I think something like that is very personal too, right, Monkey? Like, I feel like it's such a tough decision if you're really, do you really want to choose your practice or kind of both, a balance of the two worlds, or, how committed do you want to be?
Yeah, exactly. It depends on your goal.
Right. So if you're going to choose someone who's like in line, with your values.
like in mind, like in value, and you both want to walk that path together. And if in that, so it's like a team, tag team.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of, leaving in pieces, you come to peace. You find peace together.
Right. But in the end, you have to see for yourself. Like you're gonna have to, it's
I
your
mean,
life,
it's the
so you'll
same.
find out yourself.
It's kind of like the same method as when you meditate. Do you have mindfulness and relaxation together, or are you just mindful and not relaxed? So what I mean by that, in life, if you're with someone and it's making you too much mindfulness, what, you feel tense, you feel stressed. It doesn't mean you're missing the relaxation part, the comfort part. So you need both. And if you feel like someone is making that mindfulness go up, 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 maybe it's we need to adjust or find some way to adjust.
Well, P, that is amazing to correlate it to meditation. I think that's really powerful for those of us who are meditators to use that as a correlation to gauge.
It's the same thing. Open eyes, close eyes. Use the same principle.
Right? It correlates. Okay, so the next question, Monk Daniel, is from Nun, and the question is, why can some people forgive and others cannot, even with training? Mm.
Why can because the training isn't, I wouldn't say the training is to that level yet, because if you have the training to that level, you would be able to forgive. Forgiving doesn't mean you like forget and you don't like, it's just you forgive and you allow yourself to move on, so that that thing that you can't forgive isn't hurting you anymore, right? So that's the most important thing, is that sometimes it's hard to forgive the person, forgive the situation, but you have to see that if I can let go, how is that going to benefit my mind? And if someone truly trains, it's going to get easier to forgive, because you're going to value your own peace. You're going to value your own, like now when you sit and you have good meditation, or you're starting to feel better, you're starting to learn what does it feel like for your mind to be clean. Before, let's say you never clean your mind, you don't know what it feels like for a mind to be empty, to be clean. You're used to being in the clutter, right? Or it's like your body, you're used to what does it feel to be fresh and clean, because you've been cleaning your body, and sometimes your body gets dirty. And when your body gets dirty, you feel it and you want to clean it, and sometimes you can't right away, but when you have the chance to, you will clean it. And the mind is the same. Now your mind will be more like that, is that, I need to forgive because I don't like this feeling in my mind the whole time. It's like something that's causing me pain and causing me discomfort, so I want to get it out. So if you truly train, I think it'll get a lot easier to forgive and let go.
Yeah, I can.
And if they can't forgive, then we have to, come back to the meditation. How can I stay with the present more often until you will start to gradually forgive and let go? It's definitely not easy in the beginning.
Yeah, I was going to say, Monk Daniel, I can attest to that as well in terms of what you just said. It's really good when you experience it yourself and then people ask questions and then to hear your answer, because I can relate it to my own experience when I had a problem forgiving someone and, knowing everything I know, it was really hard for me not to understand why it was so hard to like just forgive the person who really ended up hurting me. This was many years ago, like I was a kid, but nonetheless, 10 years ago. But as I meditated and practiced more and more and had more wisdom, it became very easy. And then one day it was just like total forgiveness. And I just wanted that person to be happy, genuinely, and just came from practicing. So I think, like what you said earlier, it's just a matter of continuing to practice and sit with yourself, because then you really learn a lot about your thoughts. And then because you're dissecting yourself, you're just able to really help yourself in the end. So yeah, that was very powerful. All right, Monk Daniel, we're almost done to the last few questions. The next question is from Usha, and the question is, can a layperson achieve enlightenment?
Yes, but it's very difficult because you have way more distractions and temptations, and it depends. If you have a lot of virtuous friends, you are very diligent, you practice every day, you can do it. But it's not the easiest for sure. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a spiritual path that the Buddha suggests. It's possible, but definitely a path that is, you have to be prepared to go through some difficulties and overcome a lot.
Okay, thank you,
But
Monk Daniel.
yeah,
Okay,
it
sorry.
depends
We
on the
just have
level. If we're talking about enlightenment, it's a very deep one.
Right.
Mm.
I agree. It's a hard question too to answer because, everyone has their own level of attainment.
Yeah,
And
it depends on what level of enlightenment you're talking about.
right. Some people are like, I'm enlightened. You're like, okay, if you say you
Some
are.
people say just being awake and aware of what you're thinking is enlightenment. Mm.
Right. So, Monk Daniel, this is a good question that I like for you to address. It's from Sebastian, and the question is, why is being happy so hard, and what is the
Mm.
goal of this life?
Oh, the last 1 minute to answer.
Sorry, he literally just typed it at
Yeah,
10:28.
no. I think everyone in some point in their life has these questions. Whether what's the goal of life? Why are we born? Why is happy being hard? And I just came from a retreat in Bai, and one of the people talked to me and said, just relaxing seems so hard, but it's so simple, but I forgot how to relax. mm. It's interesting to think, oh, even just relaxing can be hard for a lot of people because we're so used to this life that is difficult, and just sitting and can I relax my body can be hard, or can I relax my mind can be hard. So yeah, I think it starts from finding the small happiness, and finding the small, starts with meditation for sure, because like I said in the beginning, it's not just a metaphor, but it's true, is that the moon can shine because it reflects the light from the sun. It doesn't shine by itself, right? And you need to find, and the sun shines because it makes its own brightness, right? It has its own chemical reaction making that brightness. And when you can create your own brightness, create your own positivity like the sun, even though look at the sun, it's surrounded by darkness in space by itself. It has no friends. The nearest friend is millions and millions of miles away, right? But that brightness, since it creates its own brightness, even though it's surrounded by darkness, that darkness cannot overcome it. And that brightness is shared to every planet and all over the universe because it creates its own brightness. So, okay, that's a big thing. But for us, we can start from, if I can meditate more and create my own, you're not going to feel happy right away. You're not going to feel like this ultimate bliss right away. But it starts from, you feel like I can sit. And as you stay with that feeling contently, eventually that feeling I can sit will change to I want to sit. When I want to sit, you will know for yourself, why do you want to sit? The answer is there's happiness happening, contentment, satisfaction. There's a new source of happiness happening that makes you want to sit, want to continue. You enjoy what's happening. That's your success in the thing that you're creating. Actually, a very powerful experience, because you're creating that happiness, a new happiness. I would say it's true happiness. It's a happiness that comes from inside of you, that you created. So, yeah, so we have to keep sitting with that, and then you'll start to see that, oh, I can be happy. I can create my own happiness. I don't have to chase after it, but it will come from me. It will come from my own mind. And it comes from baby steps of being able to release, to let go. And as you release, you let go, you're going to start to feel more relief, more relief. The reason why we're not happy is because we're not focusing on that feeling, we're focusing on other feelings. Our mind is in the past, or our mind's in the future, and our mind is comparing, right? Comparing is the thief of happiness. But actually we have a lot of things that make us feel happy, make us feel positive. But the most important thing that we have to focus on is our mind first. Make our mind more positive, more powerful, and then you're going to start to, it's going to be a lot easier to be happy. You're going to be, it's like it starts from this, what we sit now. I feel comfortable or not, adjust. I feel comfortable or not, adjust. Get back in balance. This small thing that you're doing in your meditation will create that new habit into your daily life. When you open your eyes, when you're going through life, you'll start to, it'll become one in one that, oh, I don't like this feeling, I don't like this, let me adjust. Come back to the good feeling. So it's gonna be a habit that you develop as you meditate. So I would just encourage you, if you feel that it's hard to find happiness, continue to meditate the right way together, and we'll find happiness together more and more. Because like the Buddha said, Nati santi barang sukhang. There is no other happiness that surpasses the stillness of the mind. And right now, we may understand that or not. It's okay. We'll understand it together if you keep meditating more and more, baby steps. But the fact that you're here now, I think you'll be able to answer and get to that happiness more and more. Every time you sit, you're on that path already. And the longer you stay on that path, it's like a stream. That you stay in that stream, the longer you stay in the stream, the cleaner, the more refreshed you'll feel. So right now, maybe you get in a bit and then you get out. Get in and out. It's okay. Get in more often and you're going to feel it better and better. And what is the goal of life? I think you'll be able to answer it more and more when you sit. We can talk about it next session, next month.
Yeah, so Monk Daniel,
But I would say simply the goal of life is, how can I be happy and satisfied?
Everyone's looking for happiness.
What is the true source of happiness? You can question mark.
Yeah, just mark your calendar and come back again every month. At least you get to meditate in a community. If you've got a center close to you, definitely I would advise and recommend you to join, and that way you can have a place to help you dedicate to your practice if you have a place that's close. But that was a great question, so thank you. And for everyone else who we did not get to your question, if you can put it on the feedback, that way we can respond to you directly, since it is 10:35 on the East Coast, which is pretty late. So we do need to wrap things up, or definitely join us again next month, July 29th, which is on a Wednesday, and we'll come together again to meditate under the full moon. So at this time, let us put our palms together to receive our blessing from Monk Daniel, and then see you guys next month.
With this positivity generated from this meditation and all the positive things you have done in the past until now, may all that positive energy help to guide you, protect you, look after you, making you healthy, making you happy in both body and mind. And may this positivity bring you wealth on the inside and the outside to help you cultivate this path more easily, more deeply, and may be able to meditate deeply, attain the true happiness inside very easily and very soon.
Thank you, everyone. And see you next month. Until then, meditate often, meditate well. Bye.
Let's come together to open the new whatever, to eliminate all conflicts and differences. It's time for everyone to join hand in hand. At last, now the world's beyond healing. It's time to change the world. As the one who knew in the past, in this period of our time, we will see. Before we depart this world, everyone must join hand in hand to change the world. change the world from the era of darkness to the era of light. From the old era to this new era, the world will be like heaven on earth. No classes in society. Everyone will be really happy. We'll speak the same heavenly language. Become as one with smiles.